The new year is coming in. We're saying goodbye to our old year. I'd like to know personally, how was this year for you? How did you find it? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it happy? Was it sad? Was it all of those things mixed up into one? You know, I had a kind of year like that because you know good and bad runs at the same time, but it's all about how much do you lean into the bad and how much does the good shine in life, you know? How was your Christmas? What did Christmas bring, man? What revelations? What, new thoughts did Christmas bring for you? You know what I mean? I spent Christmas reflecting over all the things I'd gone through in the year, good and bad, thinking about where I want the next year of my life to be. And that's what this time of year is really. It's a good time to reflect. Not everyone does it, but I would tell you and urge you strongly to just take a bit of a look into yourself, man, in this crucial time. If there's anything that you've been putting off, waiting to start, now's the perfect time. Literally, as soon as you see this video, today is the perfect time. A lot of us wait for perfect conditions and they don't really come. The perfect condition, I don't really hear, a lot of people say they started in the perfect conditions. Waiting for the perfect condition can be a huge excuse that we just keep putting off to stay in our comfort zone. It's never easy. Anything you want to do is never going to be easy. But I want people around that, are going to push. I want to see you push next year. I want to see you come out of your comfort zone if you are in a comfort zone. And I just want to see everyone do well, man. That's my thing. That's my philosophy as well. It's almost like kumbaya type of stuff. But that's what's going on in the world. The world, that's not what's happening in the world. In my brain, I wish that could happen, but in the world, it's not the same. And that's why I made this channel, right? So if we are going through anything, or any of you are going through anything, there should be a video on this channel to, so we can talk about that. We can discuss it. And I always ask people in the comments, if you see anybody down, you see anybody struggling, help them up. I mean, if you see someone fall over in the street, you probably wouldn't walk past them. I hope not. You'd at least ask them if they was okay. So ask someone in the comments if they're okay also. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. It's been a good year for me. It's been a good year for Hear Me Now. And as we go into 2026, I just want to let you know that it's going to get better. It will get better. Once you carry on doing something, once you keep doing something over and over again, you now get reps. Just like when you go to the gym. At first, you couldn't lift that weight. You had to build up to it. I remember when I couldn't lift up 20 key plates. I was proper scrawny. And you work at whatever you can lift up. You lift what you can. That's important. We don't take on more than we can. We don't take on more than we can take on. So you lift up what you can lift up. And then after that, and after some reps, you get stronger. At first, you might just do 1 rep. Second time, you try 2 or 3. Third time, you're going for like 10 or something. And then over time, you go up in weight. And that's what's happening over here on this channel, man. The more videos I make, the more videos you watch, the better we all get. I always say, if you're watching this alone and I'm recording this alone, then we're together. Simple as that. We know each other. I know you, you know me. So, drop a comment. Let me know you're watching. Sometimes when you're making videos, you're making content, you don't really know what's going on. You're getting a bit of low views. You don't know what's happening. So if you are watching, let me know. Say I'm watching, bro, or, sis, if you're watching. And I'm grateful for you, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, so next year for me, more of the same, more pushing, because I know where pushing can get you. I know where being brave can get you. I know where being bold can get you. I remember when I first started making content, I was scared to do it. Then I said, you know what, I've been through worse. How can I be scared of this? And as soon as I started making content, people started gravitating towards it, and I was right. What have you been putting off? that you may be scared of. Everyone has some form of fear. Not all of us can be vulnerable enough to tell people. That's okay too. That's probably why it is a fear. It consumes you in a way. If you're scared to tell people, then it's one of those things that makes you feel vulnerable, and that's okay. I would like to encourage you to feel vulnerable. There's nothing wrong with feeling vulnerable. Vulnerability is to allow yourself to be vulnerable in front of people. That is extremely endearing, and I admire that highly, because I always say that once you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you can be authentic. There's a lot of people that we follow online, that we believe are authentic, we believe they are, being true, but the truth of the matter is some of them can't be vulnerable. So I would question their authenticity. I would also question their originality. If you can't be vulnerable, how can you be yourself? In my mind, I could be wrong, and I'd like you to challenge me if I am. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if there's anything out there that you're scared of, I would, strongly encourage you to, start dipping your toe into the same thing that you're scared of. Even when we get into swimming pools, a lot of us, I see a lot of people, they just dip their toe in, check the temperature, then they might put their foot in up to their ankles, check a little bit further, then put their foot in up to their knee, their leg in up to their knee, and be like, oh, this is too cold for me. But each time their body is adjusting to probably the plunge in temperature, right? They're getting their reps in, they're dipping again. And that's what it's like with fear, Put yourself in it a bit. Take yourself out. Put yourself in it a little bit more. And slowly, that fear will abate, it will feel less, it will start to leave you. And I really want that for you, man. The aim of life really is to just wake up at the ends with no regrets. And surely there will be regrets, but let's not have regrets of something that we wanted to do, but we didn't do because we may have been scared of what people may think of the thing that we were going to do. I really don't want that for you. And also, why not live life to the fullest? Why not conquer your fears, conquer your demons, and, makes for better living, man. Makes for a better story, makes for more excitement. But again, if you are out there and you are scared of anything, I shouldn't also take that lightly, because I too have also been scared in life. And some of the situations that people are going through, I couldn't walk a mile in your shoes. And some of the situations I'm going through, you couldn't walk a mile in my shoes. Nobody is bigger than anybody else, and nobody is more important than anybody else. We are all the same. We are all one. We are all on equal pegging. So thank you for listening. Thank you for joining in for the whole year and even past this year. First started making content in 2024. And I appreciate you, man. I really do appreciate you, man. You guys are who I make videos for. And every now and again, I get a message that says, bro, your video really helped me. I was really able to take something from that. And, reasons like that is also reasons why I do this. Hearing that helps so much, for myself. So yeah, just a quick video, literally turn on the camera and drive. And, some of these videos, I'm not going to be over full. Remember I spoke about originality and just being authentic and even organic. And some of that means just turning on the camera sometimes and just saying what needs to be said. I trust myself, so it shouldn't be that hard. What is inside will pour out. You know what I mean? So I wish you a happy new year. I wish you a brilliant and beautiful 2026. Abundant, prosperous, one that's laden with health and, for yourself and your family. And I'd just like to finish with So hear me now, because who don't hear must feel, and who does hear will heal. Positive is the new gangster. 2026 is your year.